All right, folks, back from our little break. I hope everyone had a great holiday weekend. Wanted to go over just a couple things here. I'll try to keep this as brief as I can do so. So, hopefully, by now, if you look at our pacing guide here, we had Module 6 done by this weekend, and we're moving on to Module 7. I'll show you Module 7 in just a bit. You can see, though, that Module 7 is going to be due hopefully in this May time frame, and we have Module 8 and 9. So, the month of May gets really, really crazy. So I'm just giving people a warning now. If you can help assist in any way, it'd be gratefully appreciated. We have keystone testing. There's usually AP testing going on. And then there's a ton of different activities taking place throughout the schools. So once May gets here, it seems like that month just flies by. So I'm hoping students are able to get a little bit ahead of our pacing guide here and are actually finishing up the course by mid-May at the latest. That would be the ultimate goal. I know that's not going to happen for everyone, but that would be awesome if we can get to that point. So any help you can give me in assisting uh, whoever your child is, that certainly would be beneficial. So let's get down into the course here. Module 7, talking about driving with a bunch of different people on the roadways. Talk a little bit about intersections. There is a controlled intersection and an uncontrolled. The only difference is in a controlled intersection, there's something regulating the flow of traffic. Stop sign, yield sign, traffic signal, whatever that may be. Uncontrolled, there's nothing. So we have a lot of those in our area. Knowing these right-of-way rules helps with these situations down here. All right, so they're going to talk or read all through these right-of-way rules, get into some ed puzzles dealing with the intersections, and then we get into some specifics here. So if there's a bicyclist on the roadway, as a driver, not as a bicyclist, but as a driver, how do I deal with that person? Same with pedestrians, school buses, and then large vehicles down here. By the way, this can be one of the more intimidating things for a new driver, especially if you're in a smaller vehicle. You can really feel that airflow and things. So that's what these are talking about. This is just a review of all that information. We throw this in there just as a hopefully something that never happens, but probably will. What to do if you're getting pulled over. All right, so how to handle that situation. There is an assessment at the end here. It's out of 10 questions. Students have to get 8 correct. So that's that sharing the way. That's Module 7. I did want to make note, this is probably the biggest news for this announcement here. I am going to be going into Module 5, all of the Module 5 assessments, and I will be marking them as missing, just like I did in the third marking period. When it gets marked missing in Schoology, when we sync those grades over to PowerSchool, they're entered as a 0. So if you see a 0 there, it'll also, or should say missing with it. Once again, that work can be submitted with no penalty. It's just more of a placeholder so students know that they need to complete that work. If the work isn't completed, then obviously it stays a 0, and hopefully we don't have to deal with that. So that's it for now. Again, Module 7 is due by the beginning of May here, and I'll be back then, and I'll provide you a little information with Module 8. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I'll be back here shortly.